So what if I told you the name Mirofish belongs to two completely different things at the exact same time? One is a piece of cutting-edge artificial intelligence, and the other is a famous piece of surrealist art. Today, we're going to untangle this incredible paradox. Here's our game plan for figuring this all out. We'll kick things off with the paradox itself. Then we'll dive into an AI that literally rehearses the future. We're going to meet the super individual creator behind it, then time travel back to meet a very famous singing fish, and finally, we'll connect all the dots, moving from a digital sandbox right back into our reality. All right, let's jump right into the heart of the mystery. What in the world is Mirofish?
So is it this incredibly powerful AI swarm engine that simulates and predicts what's coming next? Or is it the name of this whimsical, totally iconic painting by the Surrealist master Joan Moreau? Well, the crazy answer is, it's both. And understanding why tells us so much about where technology and even creativity are headed.
Okay, let's start with the tech side of things, because this isn't just another boring prediction tool. No, Mirofish is more like a digital laboratory for the future.
So what makes this thing tick? It all comes down to something called swarm intelligence. Instead of just crunching numbers and spitting out probabilities, Mirofish actually builds a society from the ground up. We're talking up to 1 million digital agents, each with their own memories and personalities, and it just lets them loose to interact, argue, and form opinions. It's basically rehearsing potential futures for us to watch.
And this right here, this is the powerhouse behind it all. Think of it like a digital theater. The Oasis engine? That's the stage where all the agents can interact. GraphRag is the script. It builds the world based on real documents. And Zeep Cloud? Well, that gives all the actors memories so they actually learn and evolve. It's a whole symphony of tech, creating a living, breathing digital world.
So how do you even start one of these simulations? Well, it's a 5-step process. First, it sucks in all this seed material, news articles, financial reports, you name it. Then it maps out the world, creates its cast of digital characters, and then it just hits play. The predictions aren't calculated, they just emerge from all the crazy, complex interactions.
And this, right here, is the most incredible part. You're not just watching a movie of the future, you get what they call a God's eye view. You can literally pause the simulation and ask, okay, but what if this policy changes? Or what if a new competitor enters the market? And then you get to watch the entire digital society react and reorganize right in front of you. But a system this massive, this complex, I mean, who could possibly build it? Well, this is where the story gets even crazier, because it's really the vision of just one person.
Get this, 30 million yuan. That's over $4 million US. An investor saw a demo from a college senior named Guo Hangjiang and invested that amount within 24 hours. Just like that, a student project became a massive AI startup, practically overnight.
Now, this wasn't just a wild bet. It was based on this idea called the super individual theory. The thinking is that with today's AI tools, a single brilliant person can now do what used to take an entire company. And Guo, who built the first version of Mirofish in just 10 days, well, he's pretty much the poster child for this new era.
And you know, Mirofish wasn't even his first big hit. His previous project, Betafish, was all about analyzing what had already happened. So Mirofish just takes that one step further and asks the obvious next question, okay, based on everything we know, what happens next?
Okay, we've got the AI part down. Now I need you to completely switch gears with me. Forget the world of code for a minute. To understand the name, we have to jump in a time machine back to 1972 and meet the other Mirofish.
This line right here from the artist Joan Moreau, this is the key to everything. Mastering freedom means mastering simplicity. Burn that line into your brain, because it's the bridge that connects these two completely different worlds.
So Moreau was this master surrealist, right? But the cool part is, he didn't meticulously plan his paintings. He used what's called automatic painting, to just let symbols bubble up from his subconscious. He had this simple pictorial dictionary, just basic shapes inspired by ancient cave art. With a few bold lines and a splash of color, boom, this entire energetic world would just emerge on the canvas. And isn't it wild? Today, that one simple, beautiful image has created its own incredibly complex world. Just look at the logistical nightmare of getting a single print of it shipped to someone in Nairobi.
You've got taxes, couriers, regional fulfillment centers, this massive, complicated network, all buzzing around one simple piece of art.
So we have the AI, and we have the art, two totally different universes. So, what is the connection? This is it, the final piece of the puzzle. Let's bring it all home.
And here it is, the big aha moment. The connection is the sandbox. Miro's art is a sandbox for his subconscious. He uses a set of simple rules, his little dictionary of shapes, to create a complex, imaginative world that emerges on its own. The Mirofish AI does the exact same thing. It uses simple rules for its digital agents to create a complex, emergent future. Both of them master simplicity to unlock freedom.
And that right there is what makes this AI such a giant leap. Traditional forecasting is a total black box. You put numbers in and a probability pops out. You have no idea why. But Mirofish, it's a transparent, interactive world. You don't just get a prediction. You get to step inside the model, mess with the variables, and actually understand why the future might unfold in a certain way.
So, that's the Mirofish paradox solved. It's this beautiful testament to how simple rules, whether in art or in code, can generate the most incredible complexity. But it leaves us with one last and honestly pretty massive question. As this kind of technology gets more and more powerful, we really have to ask ourselves, if the future can be rehearsed, who gets to write the script?